is Emerson Drive.
Hey, hello.
And, they're back there. And these are the headliners for Longview Cattle Barons. So, guys, are y'all pumped for tonight?
Yeah, the weather's cooperating. There's some people here, and we're in Texas, so we're happy. We're happy right now.
Have y'all ever been to Texas before?
Absolutely, yeah. We love it here, especially today, man. What a great day. A little bit of rain earlier this afternoon. It's gone. Keep our fingers crossed for the show.
Now, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about how you guys came to be here tonight.
Let's see.
Bus right there?
Yeah, that drove us here. Yeah.
But maybe the bigger cause that brought you here.
Well, it seems like every once in a while throughout a year you get an opportunity to do some of these events and benefits, and any chance that we can take the opportunity to do that and kind of give back, I think, is an important thing. We do a handful of stuff throughout the year, and stuff that's actually personal stuff within our own families that we take time to do. So this is just one that made a lot of sense to us, and the routing was right, and the barbecue was great, and we're here to have a great time. So new album's all finished up. Play a few new songs off that tonight so people can get a chance to hear what the new songs are going to be, and it should be a great time.
What's the new album called?
New album's called Believe, and probably looks like mid-September, early October for release to the stores. We'll have a new single off that here in the next month, and yeah, we've been a road band for the last 15 years, so being on stage for us is the right place to be, and we love entertaining people, and as long as we can get up there and play a few songs and make sure that people want more, that's all that matters.
So you guys have all been together for 15 years?
Well, high school we kind of got together, yeah, and traveled across North America playing a lot of bars and clubs. We actually played a club here in town probably 10, 11 years ago called the Rio. Yeah, the Rio Palm, and we were just a bar band back then. I got signed, I think, a year after that. So we've seen the country back and forth and up and down, and it's great to be back again, still playing.
Now I have to ask: did you guys ever have a name before Emerson Drive?
Yeah, of course.
What are some of the names that you've had along the way?
Well, we only had one other name, and we were called 12 Gauge. 12 Gauge was the name of the band in high school. We had
Rascal Flats.
Black trench coats, yeah,
I wanted
cowboy
to call
hats.
the band the Fabulous Dump Trucks, but nobody went for it.
I like that, dude.
We should change, maybe.
Fabulous Dump Trucks.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. Tonight all the proceeds benefit the Cancer Society.
Yep.
Does that touch you guys in any way or have any kind of special meaning? Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I was saying before, my dad's best friend, she went through breast cancer a couple years ago. And we do a benefit back home for Parkinson's. My dad has Parkinson's, and to be able to have my dad's best friend who had breast cancer at the time help out with our benefit year after year and go through her treatment and still want to give to a different cause, and obviously for her best friend being my dad, that's an incredible thing. We've done a few events that have to do with cancer, certain types of cancer, and when you look across the country and see how many different events get put on each year, it's not a good thing, because that's how bad this disease is, and when it affects that many people right across the country, once again, if we can help out and lend our talents, I guess, to sing a few songs and raise some money, that's exactly what we're here for.
I think the slogan tonight is "Give Cancer the boot."
Yeah.
Oh yes. So of course we have to. Well, you're almost all wearing boots.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
almost.
Look at my boots, man.
They go up to here.
That's right.
I pick up a hint of an accent. I did my homework. All of you are Canadian, or some of you?
Everyone in the band is born and raised in Canada. We've been in Nashville for just about 10 years. So our accents right now are a mix-up between Canada and Tennessee, and that puts us somewhere around Wisconsin.
Okay. Where are all you guys from in Canada?
All over the place. Some of us are from the province of Quebec, Montreal. It's from BC, Alberta.
Yep.
So it's a cross-Canadian band.
And were you always into country, or is this just kind of something you came into?
No, it was always country from day one. We grew up I grew up in a small town, so country music was played everywhere, in Dad's truck, if it was on the radio station, it was everywhere. So country music was kind of our first our first love of music, and when we started to get a band together, it only made sense to play country music. So it's been interesting over the last 15 years from when we started in high school to what it is today. Country music has changed quite a bit, but it's got a pretty wide spectrum of what you can hear on radio. So you can get the traditional sound, you can get the, I guess, left to center sound, and gives everybody a chance to hear different type of music.
Now, do y'all have anything else big coming up this year besides your album release?
Well, a lot of touring. I mean, we tour just about 200 days out of the year, and we've done that for the last 15 years. So being on the road for us is our tool to get music out to people and to show people who Emerson Drive is. Yeah, besides the album coming out later on in the fall and a new single, we're just going to be on the road as much as we can, making sure people get a chance to hear the new music.
Do y'all have a website?
We do, emersondrive.com. And you can go to MySpace, you can go to Facebook, you can go to Twitter.
We're everywhere, man.
Yeah, we're all
Twitter?
over the place. Yeah, Twitter. Yeah. So.
Last question. Where did the name Emerson Drive come from?
Do you want the real story, or do you want the made-up one that is a lot
We
better?
want the off-the-cuff story,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
got
really
it.
on the
Are you
cuff.
ready for
Yeah,
this?
I'm ready.
Emerson Drive comes from a road outside of my hometown called the Emerson Trail. The Emerson Trail connects to the mile zero point of the Alaska Highway. It's got a very special meaning for me because I was conceived on the side of Emerson Trail.
And there you have it. Okay. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to add to any of this?
Use Purdy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey everybody, we're Emerson Drive, and you're watching Be Seen magazine.